let's see, about 13 years ago it was, I graduated from high school, and probably like most other people my age, I couldn't wait to leave. So that's what I did. I studied undergraduate in St. Peter, Minnesota, and after that headed out west to Boulder, Colorado, where I focused on my studies. I got a master's in geography and with immigrant and refugee populations, and I was really looking for ways that I could become involved in the nonprofit sector and helping new Americans get to the U.S., resettle and adjust culturally and get on their own 2 feet financially. And at that time, which was 2003, that's when Justin entered the picture.
We applied to the Peace Corps and we were accepted, and we...
So that was in January 2008, after having lived a bit of the suburban life outside of Denver, Justin doing carpentry and myself working in the nonprofit world, decided we wanted to see some more and headed to West Africa.
Yeah, just did a lot of culture sharing as well. That's one of the big goals of Peace Corps is culture sharing. Sharing our culture with the local people, and then sharing the culture of the local people with our friends and family back here in the States.
Yeah, and that brought us to the end of 2009 when we moved back to the States right at the end of that year. Arrived home in time for Christmas and basically looked at each other and said, now what? We really appreciated the close-knit community that we had while we served in Niger. Living in a rural area, lots of wide open space, and knowing your neighbors. Those are all things that I grew up in my childhood as well, and had definitely come to appreciate and had missed since I'd left home. Picking apples and pressing, using an old wooden press to make apple juice, or raising hens, egg-laying hens and having chickens and picking eggs every day. Composting and planting native berries.
Tapping our maple trees.
Tapping maple trees and doing our own maple syrup run every springtime. Those are all the kinds of things that even when I was growing up were probably quite unique to my family, to what we were doing. And I didn't necessarily know that at the time. And now it's perhaps even more unique, in our daughter's generation to still be seeing those things through. Mm-hmm. And to understand that a pickle comes from a cucumber that you pick in the garden, and to know where that gallon of milk is coming from, and how the egg got in that carton. Those are all things that I don't want her to not know when she's growing up.